Hi everyone, welcome back. So if you didn't notice, I am blonde. I'm still in the process of going a pastel pink, but right now I am blonde and I will be posting a video of how I went from black hair to the pastel pink soon, as soon as I get there at least. But for now, I made these two super cute plushies. They are Cake the cat and Jake the dog from Adventure Times. But you can basically use this method to recreate any other characters you want. They are perfect for a gift, perfect for birthdays and holidays, and they're just so soft. So if you want to see how I did it, please keep watching, and until next time, bye! So I actually started with Photoshop to make the template, but if you want to skip these steps, you can just hand draw it out onto poster paper. I made my canvas 50 inches wide and 40 inches high, and then just drew out the shape of the head I liked. After that, I found an image on Google of the face, and I just plopped it in and readjust the size to fit the head shape. Erase the overlap and then draw in the ears. When you're ready to save, make sure you save it as a PDF and then open it up in Acrobat Reader. Select print and make sure you have it set to poster, that way it will print out to scale. Lay out the printed sheet and then go back in to trim off the white lines and tape the pieces together. Cut it out and you're done with the template. For Jake the dog, you will need 2 yards of a yellow fleece, half a yard of a black felt, a third of a yard of a white felt, and then 4 pounds of polyfill. To start, cut out the head shape onto 2 layers of the yellow fleece. Once you have that done, you can work your way into the center of the face, and I'm just cutting along the black line that goes around the entire eyes and mouth area. Cut this portion out onto the black felt, and then go back in to trim off the black edge of the paper. I'm using white felt for the 2 eyeballs and then yellow fleece for the nose and mouth area. Pin the top layers down and then take it to the sewing machine to sew around all of the edges. When you get to the curved area around the nose, make sure you leave a 2-inch gap because we're going to be stuffing it later. Repeat the same steps for the face onto the backing. Once the face is sewn on, flip it over and then lay the 2 yellow ovals right side to right side, and you're going to sew around the edge, leaving about a 5-inch opening. Use the little opening to pull all of the insides out, and then you are ready to stuff it. It really helps to pull apart the polyfill before you stuff it, that way it's super fluffy. Once everything is stuffed and plump, just hand sew all of the openings shut. Finally, take 4 layers of the yellow fleece to cut out the ear shapes. I'm using 2 for each side, and all you have to do is sew around the edge, leaving the top portion open. That way you can flip it inside out and then stuff it. Sew the opening shut and then tack it onto the face. After that, you are done with Jake. For Cake the cat, you'll need 2 yards of a white fleece, half a yard of the orangey fleece, a quarter of a yard of the lavender, and half a yard of black and white felt. I started with the same method I did for Jake, and I have the poster all taped together with the ears cut off, and I'm cutting out the shape of the head onto 2 layers of the white fleece. Cut out the rest of the paper template, and for the spot around the eye, I also left about 1 inch along the curve of the eye so that there is room for a little bit of an overlap. For the eyes and mouth, I'm just cutting it on black felt again, and then I am going to trim away that black border on the paper and then cut out the whites for the eyes and then the black portion for the center of the eyes. Repeat these steps for the rest of the face and the ears. After you have everything cut out, it helps to lay it all down. but when you are sewing, make sure you're doing it layer by layer. For the ears, sew on the yellow fleece, and then when you are putting on the backing, make sure everything is right side to right side, but also leave a 2-inch gap so that you can stuff it later. Sew up everything else, but remember to leave the same 2-inch gap on the mouth portion. Flip down the ears and lay the white fleece on top. You are going to sew around the entire edge, leaving a 5-inch opening. I forgot to mention this on Jake's, but it really helps to cut out little triangles along the edge. That way, when you flip it right side out, the edge will be a lot less bumpy. Finally, just stuff up the entire thing and then sew up any of the openings.
I don't know about you, but I know about me, baby. I feel like you and me were meant to be. Girl, you're my destiny, and when you're next to me, it's like there ain't no other place I'd rather be. She's a good girl.
This is Cake the cat and then Jake the dog from State Farm, not from State Farm.
She's a good girl, crazy about Elvis, loves horses.